Okay, so two books. Idhula, which one is the primary key?
book ID.
Book ID, right? So அந்த காலம் bold பண்ணிடலாம். Okay, fine. So click on A1 actually. A1, A click பண்ணுங்க. Column A. No, column A. இப்போ bold. Okay, that column is primary key, right? Next என்ன சொன்னீங்க? Library managementக்கு what are the other table you said? ஜெயதர்ஷினி ஜெயதர்ஷினியா எக்ஸாம்பிள் சொன்னது.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
ஓகே, அடுத்து என்ன டேபிள்மா சொன்னேன்?
Sir, for the student table, you are taking the books, sir.
Okay, so whoever taking the book, right? Like I am a student, I am taking two books. So you are tracking that in a table, right? Okay, இதுல நீ சொல்லு, what are all the columns that are needed?
Student ID, sir.
Okay, SID,
Student
student ID,
name.
name. Okay, is this a student table or the student whoever took the book?
Student who are
Like
taking
so this is actually lending history, right?
yes,
How
sir.
many books are taken by which student, out of which how many are returned?
Yes.
So basically the lending details. It's not actually student details, right?
Yes.
And you said student ID. So in lending table, I am a student. I can take multiple books, right? Today I am taking two books. Tomorrow I am returning and then taking two books. And then I'm taking two more books the next day. I can take as many books as I want, right? That means my ID is going to be repeated in the lending table. Correct?
Yeah. Yes.
One second, I'm
Yes, sir.
receiving a call. One second. Okay, I'm back. So this is lending table. Lending table, a student ID cannot be the primary key here. Correct? Yeah,
Yes.
primary key is always unique. I can take two books at a time. That means my ID is getting repeated. It's not unique. Correct? And moreover, lending table, how can I have my name here? So okay, let's take an example. Okay, uh, lending, make another table like a student table. So what is the primary key here for student table? Student ID, name, and let's take date of birth, DOB. So in the table, student ID unique. In the student table,
Yes, sir.
student ID is unique, right? So lending table, you need to know which table is getting mapped to, I mean, which book is taken by which student. Okay, I will actually share my screen. Is that okay?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. Uh, okay, give me just 1 minute. ஓகே, ஸ்கிரீன் தெரியுதா? ஓகே, so we'll go to that library example. லைப்ரரி எக்ஸாம்பிளுக்கு நம்ம வருவோம். Before library example, I will mention student details. Some student details. So when you all joined Sayur, right? We sent you a form to fill it up. ஒரு ஃபார்ம் ஃபில் பண்ணீங்களா ரெஜிஸ்ட்ரேஷனுக்கு?
எஸ் சார்.
என்னென்ன டீடைல்ஸ்லாம் இருந்தது? என்னென்ன டீடைல்ஸ்லாம் கேட்டிருந்தாங்க? ஜஸ்ட் ஒரு 2-3 ஃபீல்டு சொல்லுங்க.
சார் நேம்,
ம்,
காலேஜ்,
ம்,
இமெயில்.
ஓகே, சரி, இந்த 3 காலம் எடுத்துக்கோம். நேம், காலேஜ், யூனிக், இமெயில். ஓகே, காட்வின் வந்து யூ வுட் ஹவ் ஃபில்ட் யுவர் ஃபுல் நேம், ரைட்? காலேஜில் என்ன போட்ட?
சார் சேது இன்ஸ்டியூட் ஆஃப் டெக்னாலஜி.
சேது இன்ஸ்டிடியூட் ஆஃப் டெக்னாலஜி. ஓகே, email ID, some email ID, right? abc@gmail.com. Okay, Amulya, what did you put in the college name? Huh?
PES University.
What is that?
PES University.
Oh, PES University. Okay, some xyz@gmail.com. Okay, Jayadarshini.
Yes, sir.
நீ என்ன போட்ட காலேஜ் நேம்?
Kalasalingam Academy of Research and Education.
ஓகே, கலச லிங்கம். ஓகே, நான் சிம்பிளா போட்டுக்கிறேன். உங்க ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் நிறைய பேர் என்ன போட்டிருந்தாங்க? இப்படி ஒரு நேம், அதே சேது இன்ஸ்டிடியூட் தான், SIT மதுரை, அதே காலேஜ் தான். இப்போ இந்த ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்டும் லாஸ்ட் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்டும் ஒரே காலேஜ் தான், கரெக்டா?
எஸ் சார்.
ஓகே, அண்ட் தென் இந்த காலேஜும் அதே ஸ்டூடெண்ட் தான், சாரி, இந்த ஸ்டூடெண்ட்டும் அதே காலேஜ் தான், கரெக்டா?
எஸ் சார்.
இந்த ஸ்டூடெண்ட்டும் அதே காலேஜ் தான், கரெக்டா? 1
Yes,
2 3 4 இந்த 4 ஸ்டூடெண்ட்டும் ஒரே காலேஜ் தான், பட் they had habit of writing it differently. There is no consistent way. யார் வேணா இப்படி எழுதலாம் இல்லையா? எல்லாமே வேலிடான காலேஜ் தான். இப்போ உங்கள்தே நான் சில பேர்ட்ட கேட்டேன்னா, சேது இன்ஸ்டிடியூட்ல படிக்கிறேன், சேது இன்ஸ்டிடியூட் ஆஃப் டெக்னாலஜில படிக்கிறேன், சேது காலேஜ்ல படிக்கிறேன். எவ்ரி ஒன் மீன்ஸ் த சேம் காலேஜ், ரைட்? டேட்டா பேஸ்ல இப்படிதான் ஸ்டோர் பண்ணி வச்சிருக்கோம்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. லெட்ஸ் டேக் ஐடி as an example. ஐடி 1 2 3 4 5 6. இப்போ எனக்கு என்ன வேணும்? I want list of all students that are studying in சேது காலேஜ். இது MySQL ஒரு டேபிள்ல இருக்குன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. This is a table in MySQL. These are the columns. சேது இன்ஸ்டிடியூட்ல படிக்கிற ஸ்டூடெண்ட் எத்தனை பேருன்னு கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். What is the query will you write? Select star from students, where, college name, அப்புறம் select star from college இல்லனா student where, college like சேது ஸ்டார், இந்த மாதிரி போட முடியுமா?
SIT is missed.
இது மிஸ் ஆயிடும் இல்லையா? This will be missed. So this is not the right way. Correct? There is no way to find out all the students that belong to the same college. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
That
sir.
means there is a problem in my database design. My database design has some problem. This is not the right way how I represent a college. So this is not the right way. I'll cut it here, put it here. Okay. இப்போ இந்த பிரச்சனையை வந்து எப்படி சால்வ் பண்ணலாம்? There is a problem. We understood that there is a problem. We are not able to filter out all the students that are studying in say the institute. So அதுக்கு என்ன பண்ணலாம்? We'll have a separate table called college. So இங்கே வந்து it's a student table, right? I'll mark it as table. Insert, sorry, draw, format as table. Okay, போட்டாச்சு. அடுத்து college table, college ID, CID ன்னு வச்சுக்கிறேன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன். C_ID. காலேஜ் டேபிள்ல வேற என்னென்னலாம் இருக்கும்?
Name.
நேம், வேற
Address. Like this.
ஓகே, அட்ரஸ், ஃபோன் நம்பர் இல்லையா?
Yes.
ஓகே, ஃபைன். இப்போ உங்க காலேஜுக்கு ஒரு ஐடி இருக்கு. இதை நான் ஐ வில் மார்க் இட் as டேபிள், ஃபார்மேட் as டேபிள். ஓகே, ரைட். இப்போ இந்த காலேஜுக்கு நேம் சேது இன்ஸ்டிடியூட் ஆஃப் டெக்னாலஜி. இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு காலேஜுக்கு ஒரு நேம் இருக்கு. இதை நான் கட் பண்ணி இங்கேயே போட்டுக்கிறேன். ஸோ காலேஜ் டேபிள்ல சேது இன்ஸ்டிடியூட் ஆஃப் டெக்னாலஜின்னு இருக்கு. அட்ரஸ் வந்து விருதுநகர். ஃபோன் நம்பர் ஏதோ ஒன்று இருக்கு 0452 ஃபாலோடு பை சம் 7 டிஜிட் நம்பர். ஓகே, இது சேது காலேஜ். செகண்ட் பிஎஸ் யூனிவர்சிட்டி. தேர்டு கேஎல்என், கலசலிங்கம் கேஎல்என் தானே? கலசலிங்கம் அண்ட் கேஎல்என் ஆர் சேம். ஓகே, பெஸ் யூனிவர்சிட்டி
No,
பெங்களூர்
no.
இல்லையா? ஓகே, பெஸ் யூனிவர்சிட்டி பெங்களூரா?
Yes, sir.
ஓகே, மதுரை Bangalore. Is this table looking good?
Yes, sir.
Is there any information in this table that is getting repeated?
No, sir.
So, is there any chance that the college name will get repeated in this table?
No, sir.
No chance, right? No chance at all. Even if it repeats, say the Institute of Technology, even if it repeats, it means that it's a different college altogether. Maybe it is in different place, right? It's a different college, not the same college. Say the Institute of Technology, Chennai. Maybe they have opened a new branch in Chennai. That's what it means, right? Both the colleges are different. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now, so what is the problem? I wanted to get all the students that are studying in Sedu Institute. So instead of making it college, I will make it college ID. ID of Sedu Institute. What is the college ID of Sedu Institute?
One.
1. Test University is 2. Kalasalingam is 3. And then 1, 1, 1. Right? That means this 1 is referring to this Sedu Institute. This 2 is referring to PES University. This 3 is referring to Kalasalingam. These ones again refer to Sedu Institute. Now, is there a mapping between the first table and the second table?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Say for example, tomorrow your college name is getting changed to something like uh, say the Institute of Technology and Sciences or Technology and Science. In how many table you will change the name?
One
In
table.
the college table.
Only in college table, right? In how many rows will you update? Say the Institute
One.
Madurai is getting name is getting changed. How many columns you will update? How many rows you will update? Only one row.
Only that row.
Only that row, right? Science. Now I changed it. Will it take effect on this table also?
Yes, sir.
Yes, right? Because all are referring to the ID. The ID did not change. ID remains the same. The college name changed. So if you run the query again, you will still get the same set of students. Now, what will be the query? I want to get all the students that are studying in college table. Okay, before going to that, what is the primary table in a student table? Primary key in student table.
Student ID.
What is the primary key in college table?
College ID.
College.
College ID. Okay, how student table and college table are related to one another? Which column is the same?
College ID.
College ID.
College ID. In student table, college ID can be duplicated.
Yes, sir.
Okay, in college table, college ID can be duplicated.
Cannot.
Cannot.
No, sir.
So this is the primary key and the foreign key. In college table, college ID is the primary key because that cannot be duplicated. In student table, student ID is the primary key that cannot be duplicated, right? So here we are, each student is studying in a specific college. So we are referring college through the college ID. College ID is the primary key in student table, right? So college ID is primary key here. In this table, college ID becomes the foreign key because the table is different. This column refers to this particular column refers to another column in a different table. Correct? Is it right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Any questions so far?
No, sir.
Jaydarshini,
No, sir.
Godwin.
No, sir.
Okay. Now, um, did Kamala ma'am teach you about inner join? Join
She
inner.
yet to join.
Huh?
She yet to do.
Yet to do. Okay, fine. Oh, primary key, foreign key சொல்லி கொடுத்தாங்க பட் இன்னும் ஜாயின்ஸ் சொல்லி தரலையா?
No, sir. Only queries.
Sir, she just gave an intro on the keys.
Okay, fine. Now I want to join. Now that the information is split across two different tables, right? College, I want to okay, this is the output I want. Like Godwin, Sedu Institute of Technology and Science. Like this is the kind of output that I want. Amulya is studying in PES University, Kalaslingam, and then SIT. So this is the output that I want. Name and the college name. So the information is available in two different tables. Correct? How do we get information, club the information from? So how do we club the information from two tables? என்ன பண்ணலாம் அப்படின்னா, so how you select a student? Select star from student, right? How do you select college? Select star from college. Correct?
Yes,
If you
sir.
select this, you will get all the students. If you do this, you will get all the college. Now I want to combine both the tables and get the results. So Okay, select instead of selecting, what does the star refer to? Star போட்டா என்ன பண்ணுது?
Sir, all. எல்லாத்தையும் select.
All complete table will get it.
Complete table or complete columns? There is a difference, okay? Complete table means all the columns and all the rows. The star refers to all the columns, not all the rows. All the rows are determined by the where class. If you don't specify the where class, that means you are getting all the rows. The star defines the number of columns. So star means all the columns. 1, 2, 3, 4. So all the 4 columns. If I don't say star and just say name, that means I'm getting only one column. So star actually refers to the columns that you are selecting. If you put star, it is all the columns. Now I want only uh, the students from college ID 1, right? Sedu Institute. I want to list all the students from Sedu Institute, or I want to list all the students and their college names. If I do this, I get student name. How do I get a college name along with that? The only information that I have is college ID. College ID. This is what I have. Select name and college ID from student. This is what I have. Now, how do I club the name column from college table? For that, I need to do inner join. Inner join. Okay. Inner join. So I'm actually joining two tables and I'm getting combined information. Okay. Inner join. Which table I'm going to join? The first table is student. That means it is the left table. Okay. The second table is right table. Have this in mind. The first table is left table. The second table is right table. You will need this information later when you study about left join and right join. Okay. The first table is left table. Second table is right table. Inner join college on. Now you need to specify which columns are common. What are all the which column is common between the student table and the college table?
College ID.
College
College
ID.
ID, right? So inner join college, that is the college table on college dot. In college table, this CID is the primary key, right? So I am joining CID with student dot college ID. College ID is the primary key in the student table, right? So select name comma college ID. Now, if you do this, you will get name and college ID still the same, but instead of college ID, you need college name, right? Okay. Now there is a problem. There is a name column in student table and there is the name column in college table also. So now MySQL will get confused because there's same name, same column in two different tables. So MySQL will not know which table this name belongs to. So I need to say specifically that it is the student name, right? So this is how I say student dot name, comma, instead of college ID, I say college dot name. That's it. You will get this information. This is the query you need to write. So select from student table name and college table name, right? From student, that is the first table, and then join the college table, and then you need to provide what columns you are joining. So from college table CID and from student table college ID. Any questions? This is inner join. You are actually joining two tables and getting all the matching rows. Any question?
Sir, if we having 6 columns in for right row and 5 columns in left row,
Mm, mm.
will what will this go? Will that give null value or
Um,
That will not retrieve any value.
okay, so you have one more column here.
Yeah.
Okay. Say
Not the column, sir.
ah
Row,
row.
row.
Okay. You have one more row. 5. Uh, 5 is say for example CEG, College of Engineering, Chennai. Okay. So now there is no student studying in CG has enrolled here, right? We don't have any such student. There is a college, but there is no such there is no students from that college registered here. Correct?
Yeah.
So in that case, you will still get only the same details because here you are telling it's inner join. Inner join means that there should be one-to-one match. If there is no match, that record will be ignored. So CEG will be ignored because there is no student studying in CEG. So that will be ignored,
Okay, sir.
right? So if you want CEG also, then you will do a right join because the data is available in the right table but not available in the left table, right? You want all the rows from the right table. So you instead of inner, you will do right join, right?
Okay, sir.
So similarly, there is something called the left join where you will get all the rows from the left table. From the right table, um, if there is a match, it will get. If there is no match, it will ignore. சரி காட்வின் இதுல எனக்கு காலேஜ் அட்ரஸும் சேர்ந்து எனக்கு பிரிண்ட் ஆகணும். வாட் கேன் ஐ டூ? இதுல ஸ்டூடெண்ட் நேம் காலேஜ் நேம் மட்டும் தான் எடுத்திருக்கேன் இல்லையா? இங்க எனக்கு காலேஜ் அட்ரஸும் சேர்ந்து வேணும். வாட் ஷுட் ஐ சேஞ்ச் இன் த query?
Sir, put comma and then
ம்
college dot address.
ஓகே. ஸோ இதுல காலேஜ் டாட் அட்ரஸ் போட்டாலும் ஓகே, வெறும் அட்ரஸ் போட்டாலும் ஓகே. Why?
Um,
Because there is no column called address in this table, so there is no confusion. Name என்ற columnல there was confusion because the same a column with same name exists on both the tables. But address என்ற table column first tableல இல்ல. So there is no confusion. Address னு போட்டா MySQL will know that the address column belongs to the second table. புரியுதா? Any question?
No, sir.
Amulya, Jayadarshini,
No, sir.
Jayadarshini.
No, sir.
Okay, is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm not typing anything in MySQL Workbench because I don't have MySQL Workbench in this laptop. You try it yourself. You know how to design tables and you know how to enter data, how to enter rows, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, so try this out today after the class. This is primary key and
Okay.
foreign key. Okay, now let's go to the library example. You initially mentioned there is a book table, right? Book table in which book ID is the parameter, book name, author. Let's take three columns. Book name is uh, electron devices. One of my favorite subjects when I studied engineering. Author, I don't know. There was a famous author called Bakshi. I'm not sure if he's still writing the book. Do you know Bakshi?
No, sir.
Okay, control systems, local author from India. So control systems. I don't remember the author. XYZ. Three computer networks. ABC. Okay, so these are the books, and you wanted lending details, right? I will create a table here. Lending details. For that, you mentioned that it will have information about student ID and then book ID. வேற என்ன இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் இருக்கும் lending detailsல?
Sir, borrowed
Date
date.
of lending.
Okay, date of lending. Lending date. வேற?
Book name.
புக் நேம் இங்க இருக்கு. ஓகே, புக் நேம் போடலாமா? ஓகே, புக் நேம். வேற? ஸோ லெண்டிங் எடுக்கும் போது ஒரு டேட் இருக்கு. புக் ரிட்டர்ன் பண்ணோம்னா அதுக்கு ஒரு டேட் என்ட்ரி போடணும்ல. You are getting a book. When you return the book, the librarian will make an entry, right? Otherwise, the system will think that you are still holding the book and you haven't returned it. Correct?
Yes.
Returned date. So student ID, book ID, lending date, book name, returned date. Okay. Now give me an example. Student ID. Which ID? Book table இருக்கு, lending history இருக்கு, student எங்க?
Means primary key or
Huh?
what you are asking whether it's a primary key or not.
Where are the students?
Sir, you should
There's a-
have a table with student
So
name.
there is a table that has list of books. Now you are telling we need another table to get the lending history, but who is getting the book? Student. Where are the students? What is the name? What is the roll number? Where is that information? Student ID column, okay, but where is the student? If I put if I put 1, who is 1? Do you get it?
We
Who
should
is
be
1?
having another table.
We should have another table. We should have another table called students. Students here, student ID, or I will make it student ID, name. For now this is enough, or you can even put date of birth. Student ID 1, name Peter, 2 Ram, 3 Syed. Okay, date of birth naam podala, I will leave it empty. So there are 3 students. Now you want to store the student, which student is taking what book. Okay va? சரி. Now Peter is lending control systems book. இங்க என்ன போடணும்? Peter is lending control system book. What are all the entries should I make in lending details table?
1, 2,
Okay.
and date.
Which date? Today's date, right?
Okay.
2024-09-16. Today's date 16.
Control systems.
Control systems. Okay. Return date.
Not yet written because he is not.
Okay. அப்ப என்ன பண்ணணும்? Not yet returned. Okay. என்ன பண்ணணும் அப்போ?
Present.
Little bit louder. சொல்லுங்க, கான்ஃபிடென்ட்டா சொல்லுங்க.
Date should be number, right?
Date is a data type. It is not a number. It is not a string. It is a date. Different data type. So what should we put here? Do you know something called null value?
Yeah.
So there is no return date, right? Now only I am getting the book from the library. That means there is no return date. The return date will be entered only when I return the book. Till then, I cannot put any value here, right? I cannot put today's date here. If I put today's date, that means I took the book and returned it on the same day. Correct? That's what it means.
Yes, sir.
So this will be null. I won't enter any value. So it will be null. You know null values in database, right? Or you don't know? If you don't know, tell me. Godwin, nullனா என்னன்னு தெரியுமா?
Yes, sir.
Amulya,
Yes, sir.
Jayadarshini.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you know null value, right? So return date is null. Okay. Now RAM is taking electron devices. இப்போ என்ன செகண்ட் என்ட்ரி என்ன பண்ணும் காட்வின்?
So 2,
ம்
1,
ம்
today's date,
ம் ஓகே
electron devices,
ஓகே
and null.
நல். ஓகே. இப்போ எலக்ட்ரான் டிவைசஸ்ன்ற புக்கை ஆக்சுவலி நேம் தப்பா என்டர் பண்ணிட்டாங்க. இட் இஸ் எலக்ட்ரான் டிவைசஸ் பார்ட் 1. புக் நேம யாரோ என்டர் பண்ணும் போது டேட்டா பேஸ்ல தப்பா என்டர் பண்ணிட்டாங்க. மிஸ்டேக்ஸ் கேன் ஹேப்பன். கரெக்ட் தானே? இஸ் இட் ரைட்?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Someone wrongly entered the book name. It is electron devices part 1. Someone updated here now. What is the problem ipo? Do you see any problem in the database, in the tables that we have? Any problem?
So the book name will not change in this.
This book name will not change. Very good. Why? Because we changed here, we didn't change here. Do we really need this column?
No, sir.
Need.
Why?
As as part 1 and part 2 has different IDs, there are two other books. So instead of having book name, book ID is enough, as this indicates different books.
Yes. So this book ID means that all the columns in this table. So I don't necessarily need to copy one of the columns. So this column is redundant and I don't need this. Delete. I don't need this. That's waste of space. So here book ID 2, that means it is referring to this row. Tomorrow I may add another column, say publication. Still this book is referring to, this 2 refers to this row and it will have publication. So you can get all the details. And you said price, right? So here I may add price later in the database. So if I take this book, I can get the price information, right? Say for example 300, 350, 280. So using this book ID, now it is possible to get the price, right? Is it right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now in lending detail, what is the primary key? We have three tables. What is the primary key in this table?
Book ID along with the lending date.
Sir, we have two foreign keys.
My question is primary key. Foreign key
Book
ka apparama vara.
ID along with the lending date can make a primary key, sir.
Okay, they both can be made the primary key. You are saying that. Okay, so in that case, what is the term? Two columns making a primary key. What is the name of that key? If primary consists of more than one column, what is its name?
Candidate.
Compound key?
Yeah.
Did you have you heard that name before? Compound key?
Heard but forgot, sir.
Okay. So if two columns or if combination of more than one column is uniquely is used to uniquely identify a particular record, then that's a compound key. So basically these two can be foreign key, primary key, or this table does not have a primary key at all. There is no necessity that a table should have a primary key. No, there is no such requirement. A table need not have primary key. If it has, okay. If it does not have, no problem. So in this case, what should have happened is it should have had a table called serial number 1, 2. It keeps increasing, auto increment. This is the primary key. This is the primary key. This is the primary key. Do you understand? Initially, the lending details table did not have any primary key. The student ID refers to this table, student ID. This book ID, this refers to another table. So these two columns are foreign keys, right? Because they are referring to each of the other tables. So this table did not have a primary key at all. So typically, it's not a good idea to have a table without a primary key, especially when it is growing large. What do I mean by growing large? That means if there are more number of transactions happening, that means more number of records will be added. So the database, that this particular table will grow as I get one book and return it, right? So I'm actually making an entry. If I'm getting two books, then two entry. So the table, the length will increase, the number of rows will increase. So if there are multiple entries, then it is always good to have a primary key. So this is primary key, serial number, or lending ID. Lending ID. Let's call it lending ID. Lending ID, and then student table. Now I want to get uh, how many books Peter has taken till today, and book name. Like this is the information that I want. Name, book name, lending date, returned date. So this is typically the information that we will get, right? Name, book name, that is the student name, book name, lending date, and the return date. So if I run some report to get, say for example, your college principal is asking the librarian, give me list of all the students who took books in the last 1 month. So your librarian has to run some select query to get this information, right? So Peter took which book? Peter took which book?
Controls.
Control systems. What is the lending date?
16/9/2010.
Okay, 16. This one I'll copy and paste. Did he return that book?
No.
No. So how do we get this information? So now I want information from all the three tables, right? I want to join all the three tables. How do I join? First, select from students table. I need to select name, and then from uh, book table, I need to select name again, right? And then lending date,
Return.
return date, and then these are all the columns that I'm selecting. Now I need to define from which table I'm going to select all these columns. The very first table, students table, from students. Okay, now I need to join this students and the Student ID is available in which other table?
Lending.
Lending table,
Lending
right? Student ID is available in book table.
No.
Irka?
No, sir.
No.
No, sir.
Yeah, student ID is available only in book table. So you will join students and lending. Inner join students. Sorry, you already selected students, right? Inner join lending. Lending details on lending details dot. Which column I will select? Which column is common?
Student ID.
Student ID.
Student ID. Yes, student ID equal to. So we should match student ID in lending table with student ID in students table.
Students dot student ID.
Students, very good. Students dot student ID. Okay. Now how many tables we joined?
Two table.
Two table.
Two
These
table.
two. Did we get book name?
No.
No, right?
No, sir.
These two tables do not have book name. Book name is in book table. Now, what is common between this table and the other two tables?
Book ID.
Book ID is there in lending
Book
table.
ID is common between this table and this table, right?
Yeah.
And book ID does not have any relationship with this table, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now we'll put another inner join. Inner join books on books dot which column is common?
Book ID.
Book ID, right? BID. And which column I should join?
Lending lot lending ID.
Lending dot.
Okay. Lending details dot lending
Book
ID.
ID.
Sorry, book ID, not lending ID. Now
Yeah.
we are the book column is the common, right? So book ID. Now you will get a student name, book name, lending date. What if I want author also?
Comma author we can give.
Yes. So along with book dot name, put books dot author. Books dot author. Simple. Now you will get one more column. So totally 5 columns. This is inner join. Any questions?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, very good. So you can mark your attendance now. I'll stop recording.